Well, hello, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between. Yes, I am Diana Clarion, the Lavender Lady, and welcome to a day in my life. I was thinking that I wanted to rev this series back up after a couple of abortive attempts, if you will, trying to get things going, and I just wanted to see if I couldn't get some content out there about one particular person and her dealing with every day trying to get by and trying to get by terminal illness, perspectives on life and death, and cats, always cats. Yes, there's Sylvia here, who is my co-star for the show and that sort of thing. And what, honey? I don't know about some people's kittens. Some people's 5-year-old kittens, yeah, they're attention whores. Who do we have here? We have Mage. Hi, Mage. Hi, Nerdy. And okay, we have 3 watching. So if I'm one of them, then we've got everybody. And well, more of you, come on by if you'd like to. What I'd like to do is see if I couldn't run this as a show followed by an after show. And I just kind of go on about what I go on about for the length of the show, however long that's going to be. And I have no idea how long, if it's a half hour, if it's an hour, one of those deals. Just what's going on and what I'm thinking. A lot of what I'm thinking. Because I'll tell you, this whole thing gets one to thinking about things and reevaluating priorities and reevaluating values, really. And then, have an after show, have some of you kids on, and we can talk back and forth, and you can yell at me and threaten to not talk to me and stuff like that. Sandy is asking how I'm feeling. Well, I'm not sure yet. I'm feeling pretty good right now, but then again, I was pretty wiped out after I got home from dialysis yesterday. That's going to be a lot of fun. Yes, dear. Yes. Sylvia's saying she's feeling just fine and dandy. All she needs is some chicky. But the dialysis kind of takes it out of me. And on top of that, getting to the bus stop to get there, getting to the bus stop to get home, that's a real fun trip. Because I did some looking and I did some asking, and the one particular method of transportation that people were telling me about, something called Access, is something that is not available to me. For whatever reason, they denied me. So, okay, that's that. I'm looking at something called MAWD. I forget what the acronym is, but Cy Sister told me about that one, and I was just on the phone with somebody from the state aid office about that earlier today. And I guess I'm going to be getting an application for that, and we can figure out what I need to do. Nerdy says, yep, I did lots of reevaluating when I was going to die as well. It took a while to get used to the new normal. Well, there's something that, okay, tell me I'm hard-headed, if you will. Tell me whatever you want to tell me. I don't want to settle for a new normal. I don't want to settle for anything. I mean, I know that I'm not going to be able to have everything I want. You know, there's no way I'm going to be a major league pitcher. Okay, not at this rate. There's no way that I can have as much activity and as much health as I'd like to have. But I don't want that to be normal. I don't want to give up. I don't want to resign myself to settling for that little bit. And if I have to put up with what I have to put up with, then I'll put up with it. But it's not going to be something I call normal. And okay, tell me I'm hard-headed. I know. A lot of people tell me I am. And I agree. I am very hard-headed. Even my doctor, he says, yeah, you don't do certain things, you're going to die. I said, yeah, I'm going to die on my own terms. And he said, yeah, okay, yeah, you're right, So we're going to see how that goes. I mean, I'm starting to learn things little by little. I don't like the things I'm learning, but we'll see what I can do with them. Food. There's something that's changing. They're telling me that there's a lot of stuff I simply cannot eat. And the things I can eat are, tofu and cardboard. And I'll tell you, I'm not up for that. It's a matter of I want to sit down and enjoy a meal. Okay, maybe I can't have as much as I used to have. Maybe I can't have quite everything I used to have. Okay. But I'm not going to deny myself everything. And if tomatoes and cottage cheese are going to kill me, then okay, I'm going to die happy. Hi, Amanda. How you doing, honey? I can't say that it will be a slow, painful death. I'm asking around to find out. People are trying to paint a picture of how horrible it's going to be if I die. And I'm trying to do what I can to look into what it's really going to take. I don't want to die, okay? But when I say that I don't want to die, I'm saying two things. And the one thing I'm saying, I don't want to give up my life. I don't want to die while I'm still breathing. I don't want to have nothing to live for. I don't want to sit here and just breathe and be miserable while I'm doing it. That is a slow and painful death. There are ways around the kind of slow and painful death that you're talking about, Mage. And if necessary, I will look into that. So you can call the cops on me and you can have me taken off to the funny, or you can try to have me taken off to the funny farm if that's what you want. But I have a very specific idea of what life is. And I'm not going to be miserable. I'm not going to settle for it. I can't. No. Hey, kitty. And there's Josiah, thank you. Yeah, dying happy isn't the worst way to go. I mean, I'm not talking simply about food. I know, that's just one of the things. I'm talking about things I can do, places I can go, things I can participate in. I mean, right now, I can't even take a shower. Okay? I can't take a shower because I've got this damn catheter in here. Here, have a look. Okay, I've got this thing hooked up to me. I can't get it wet. I can't get it wet because I can't risk an infection that'll go right to my heart. So guess what? I don't take a shower. I don't wash my hair. And that is for a matter of months. That's just one of the things I'm putting up with. And then when the day finally comes that I have to make my decision, what am I going to do? Am I going to go with peritoneal dialysis, which has its advantages? It has its disadvantages. One of the things I don't like is that I will have a line coming out of my gut permanently installed, and there will be a permanent entrance wound where the nasties can come in. And you, little one, will you just shut up? There you are. Just take it easy, little one. We're gonna deal with you when the vet is taking new patients. It's not now yet. Okay, where were we? Now, what did you knock over? Oh, you knocked over the bottle of water. There's nothing in it, so that's okay. That's fine. I've been talking to people at the dialysis center. There are various people who are well trained in their areas of expertise and who do offer their ideas and who tell me that they didn't say any of that, which means that it's something they're officially not allowed to say, but I understand exactly what that is because that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the stuff the officials won't let you talk about. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to retain my dignity. So, there it is. So, in the meantime, how are we doing? Okay, we're about 13 minutes in, no big deal. Other than that, as I say, it's just getting used to a lot of things. One thing is good that this has happened during summer, so I'm not trying to go back and forth to dialysis during the cold of winter, because there's stuff to get used to. And if I have to take the bus, I've got to see where the bus stops are. I have to negotiate the highway with no sidewalks, so I'll learn how to do that. If I can get by with other type of transportation, that would be good. This is where you guys can maybe help. I don't know. I'm going to go out on a limb. Honey, will you just calm down, please? Please calm down. Yeah, I know. This is where you guys come into the picture, if you can, and only if you can. I'm considering begging for Patreon donations to see if I can't make about $250 per month and see if I can't offset that with what I'd be paying for Uber to take me back and forth to dialysis. It would be about $10 per trip. And there would be 6 trips per week. So $60 per week, about $240 or maybe call it $250 per month. And what I'm saying that would do for me is be less physically demanding upon me. Because I was damned wiped out by the time I got to the bus stop to come home, especially. Walking uphill to get from the dialysis center to get to the bus stop. It was a bit easier to get from here to the dialysis center by bus. So, I mean, even if I had to, I could just do one trip, and come home that way when I'm wiped out. Because I came home from dialysis on Thursday, yesterday. Fell into bed, and I was in bed until about 6 p.m. or so. 7 p.m., so, 6 hours. That was after dialysis was done at 1,300 hours. I came home. Okay, so maybe it was closer to 1,500 hours when I got home. And that would be, maybe about 6 hours, so close to 2,100 hours when I woke up again. And yeah, I was wiped out. And if I could avoid that, that would be really nice. And if you guys could help me, that would be really nice. But only if you can. And only if I can convince people like Section 8 to let me offset any income by the expenses that income is meant to offset. We're going to see how that goes. Sandy, it's one large room with 16 chairs. And not every chair is filled when I'm there. But the people in those chairs are pretty bad off, and they have their own needs too. So I don't know if they have anything there to help me out. It's... Well, that's it, Nerdy. Because if I have to do things the way I'm doing them right now, there's a lot of walking involved. About a mile to the bus stop to get there, and then just a few feet to get to the dialysis center. And then coming home, it's about a half mile to the bus stop, and then a mile from the other end of the bus to home. So you can see where I'd really like to see if I couldn't get a ride, especially during inclement weather, especially in January. I mean, during the summer here, I can handle things a little better than I can in the dead of winter. Because, yes, I'm... Honey, will you calm down? Honey, come on, please. I'm going to be here. At least for a while. Because I'm in the middle of getting shit set up. And I'm not leaving while I'm in the middle of it. I'm not leaving in the middle and trying to set it up somewhere else. If I go somewhere else at all. I have to evaluate that. I have to evaluate that as I go. No, no, nerdy. It doesn't sound weird. It really doesn't. Cause yeah, you're in a room, and when you go there, it's the same people. Pretty much every time you go. I mean, even if it's just the staff, it's not a revolving door. They are the same staff each time, at least on a semi-permanent basis. And some of those kids are pretty nice. I don't know if I'm going to be on a first name basis with any of the other people in any of the other chairs. Yeah, nerdy, and my problem is that the nurses are all straight. What are you going to do? Huh? What are you going to do? And nobody wants this piece of work. Some old, fat, ugly, pre-op trans, poor, terminally ill, you know. So, not very much in demand. But I'm still looking at stuff. I want to see if I can't get on the transplant list. That's got its own stuff. With a transplant, I would have a functional kidney, at least as long as it operated, as long as it didn't get rejected. There would be limitations, there would be downside. I mean, I'd have to be on immunosuppressants for the rest of my life, and number one, they're not cheap, and number two, they have their own side effects, etc., associated with them. I mean, if you suppress the immune system, now you are vulnerable to infection. Got to be very careful with that. Yeah, some of you guys are just born that way. I don't know, Sandy. I don't know. But they say we can change, so why can't you? Yay! All that good stuff. But in the meantime, I'm just trying to get some stuff taken care of here. Um, Purple was really, 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 really good to me. And I want to thank Purple. If Purple's hanging around somewhere, thank you, thank you. Um, she got this place looking better than it's looked since I moved in. And, honey, will you please calm down? And I guess it's just my job to try to keep it looking that way, and a little bit better on that. And maybe that's one thing that'll keep me busy. And then just try to get into the other stuff. The other stuff I haven't done in so long. Am I going to be able to get the cooking show going again? I don't know. Because I don't want to cook stuff just to throw it out. I mean, somebody's got to eat that. And if it can be me, then that would be great. I don't eat the way most people do. I'm a one meal a day person, and honestly, these days And with the weight loss and everything, I don't eat quite as much as everybody else does. Does that mean that I can play with the renal diet a little bit and have a potato with all that potassium? Or, have orange juice or have a tomato. That would be nice. I'd like that. What I'd really like to be able to do, and this thing is going to be costly if I tried to do it, so I don't know that I can. I would like to be able to monitor the levels of the minerals in my serum. Serum potassium, serum phosphorus, serum sodium, all that stuff on uh, a basis that's more frequent than the monthly that the dialysis center does. And I'd like to watch what happens to my serum potassium and get a trend going. And if I can have a tomato and still not blow my potassium all to hell, then I'll be a little bit happier. It'll be good. I like that. We'll see what happens. But as far as I can see, I've seen some test kits just for one electrolyte. They're costing about $75 each. And, okay, it's a little beyond my means. That's something else I want to do, by the way, Mage. Yeah, you're talking about an egg. Because we were talking about protein this last time that I was... yes, thank you, Jen. Yeah, it's something I want to do. Keep that food diary going, and I can talk to the dietitian about that stuff. So maybe maybe in a day or two, I can set a 0 point and start the diary from there. It's 25 June. Maybe I can go, 1 July or something like that. Just go on from there. Is there a home blood test kit for those things? I see advertisements for some of them, and they are rather expensive. So we'll see what happens. It would be nice if there were. I'd like it. And then, yeah, as you say, Jen, I'll keep the diary and I'll keep the symptoms. And if I kill myself with my menu, it's no great loss, really. I won't know it. Just know it while I'm dying, not after I'm dead. Neith. Nerdy says, I live off Myco, wheat, and soy protein. I've got to have a little bit more than that. I was raised by Eastern Europeans. I've got to have a little cholesterol. I've got to have a little bit of dairy. I've got to have a little bit of yummy, tasty stuff. Let's just work on how much of it we can have. Okay, Jen says, my mom keeps a food diary for diabetes. Just told me she's in renal failure now too, stage 2. Oh my word, I am so sorry. From the time I was notified that I was in stage 2 to where I am right now, it was about 2 years. Hydroponic tomatoes showed a decrease in uptake of potassium by 92%. Okay. So, is it the case that I'm going to start a window garden that includes hydroponic tomatoes? Maybe. I'd go for it, as long as I could keep it all going. Mom just turned 80. Okay, she's a little bit older than I am. Just a little bit. Yeah, I'm not exactly the baby in the room when it comes to dialysis, but I'm not the grand dame either. Uh, I've seen somebody pretty young, or looking pretty young anyway. Looks like she's in her 30s. I don't know if she blew out her kidneys with something, or I don't know, but there she was. Yeah, that's a good thing. And four daughters willing to give a kidney means a better prospect for a match than going into the general population, something like I would. Because I may or may not have siblings, but even if I do, I don't know who they are, where they are. Sylvia is looking for a nice young Tom. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. I mean, I happen to like tomatoes. I happen to be a tomato freak. Um, I can make a meal and like it of a tomato cut into wedges, sour, I'm sorry, cottage cheese, chopped up onion, and black pepper. I mean, I don't even need to put the salt on there. I'm finding that I can get by without sodium or potassium chloride. I mean, it ain't what it used to be, but I can do it. I can manage. And it's nice. There we go. Let's see what we've got going here. There we are. Okay, we're still not doing much over there, so that's all right. I was just looking. For those of you who follow me on Twitter, I started up a group DM, and if anybody would like to step in, it's called. Let's see if I can get the name right here. There we are. It's called The Days of Diana's Life. If you want in, just let me know. And in that DM group, I'll be posting the panel links for the after shows. Because I'm wanting to make this a regular thing. And just, sit here and talk to you guys, and hopefully you might want to listen to what I'm bloviating about. And if you want, you can come in when the after show starts up, and we can talk about this, and we can talk about that, and we can talk about the other. And we'll just go from there, okay? I hope it sounds all right. Where are we? Okay, wait a minute. There we are. Oh, no, no. Josiah says my tomatoes are growing fine, but a groundhog ate my pepper plants this week. Oh, darn it. Yeah, I can't do the ibuprofen, at least as far as I know, because it's an NSAID. And I'm not allowed those, and I guess they burn out the kidneys. They tell me I can have acetaminophen, paracetamol for those of you north of the border, and on me, it's about the least effective drug there is as far as analgesics are concerned. So I just get accustomed to pain. I mean, I've had to do that throughout my life anyway, so it's no big deal. Um, okay, Jen says, Doc just upped my gabapentin for my spinal stenosis. Yeah, yeah. Not only do I have arthritis, I have degenerate disc disease. Well, there. God, that's not fun. How do you do it? Really? Because I tell you, my discs are not treating me well. Well, the cervical discs, anyway. Yeah, I'm just totally broken. And, yeah, I'm a nerdy, definitely. Oh, my word. I like morphine. When I broke my ankle back in 91, I had to have it surgically set. And I got a shot of morphine in my arse. And God, that was nice. Just took care of the pain. Like that. Bye bye. Um, oh, yoy. Yeah, ranked 11 on a scale of 1 to 10. Uh huh. Jesus. Yeah, and this is where I really feel for you, Jen. Yeah, you just turned 44 and you're dealing with all this horse crap. Um, this is not a good thing. Oops. Okay, Nubane. I'm not sure I know what Nubane is. Let me see if I can't look it up. Nubane. Okay, let's see what we've got. Is an opioid something? Okay. Now bufene. Oh, there we go. Oh my word. Oh yeah, that's a classic opioid. Oh, look at that. Look at that. With cyclobutane hanging off the nitrogen. Okay. Okay. Oh my, a 5 out of 10, 24/7, 365 doesn't sound good. I don't like it. No, I wouldn't want anything like that. And I wouldn't want anything like that for anyone, especially you. Um, okay, I'm trying to think about things here. Um, is there anything? Is there anything you'd like me to tell? Anything you'd like me to talk about? Anything I haven't talked about yet? Because I'm sure that you've got questions, and I may not have answers, but if I hear questions to which I don't have answers, I might be able to look for them. Wait, you puked on the nude nurse? Oh no, rude nurse. Okay, okay. Oh my word. Oh shit. That's a good thing. Yeah, I like that idea. Yeah, I'm just getting used to things, and I don't want to puke on anybody. Definitely not. I don't want to pass out like I almost did in hospital. There was the day that they took too much fluid, and I started cramping, which is a sign that that's what they did. But very, very quickly started going faint. Oh my, oh my. A Chuck Tingle book review. All right. That sounds good. Okay, what's on the approved diet that I can eat? High protein. That's one thing that they want me to eat. A lot of lean meat. Because, how did they describe it? Having dialysis is like losing 2 eggs worth of protein per session. And then, okay, the things I've already had, I'm assuming are things they will let me have. Oh no, I'm sorry, Josiah. Don't drip on your hardware, please don't. Nadine wouldn't like that. um, I suppose that I could make French toast and have a couple slices of that. Cottage cheese is on my approved list. So I plan on eating a good bit of that. Garden salad, that'll work. And I like garden salads. So, I mean, my diet isn't completely devoid of food, just pretty close. Um, and then, when I'm talking about food, I'm thinking of things that not quite everybody thinks of when they think of food. Um, like I don't know how many people out there like rabbit food on a regular basis. Um, the baked potato, no, is out. Or at least that's what they tell me, because the potatoes are very, very high in potassium. So this is one of the things I've got to figure out. Um, are they talking about can I eat chicken and steaks and fish? Yes, especially fish. Many much. And I have some frozen fishies up in the freezer, and that's going to be pretty good for me. Um, but I want to figure out, I want to ask these people what's going on because, as I say, I don't eat the way most people do. I'm a one meal a day person, for one. So if my day's meal consists of one baked potato, can I get away with that? That's something I need to figure out. That's something I need to ask about and I need to learn. Um, if that's the case, then I'm okay. And I'm told that there are ways to reduce the potassium content in potatoes anyway. One of them involves soaking the potatoes before cooking them, like overnight in water, and I guess it draws out the potassium, which is fine if I'm going to make potato soup. And I love potato soup. I'll eat that shit like crazy. I'll have a pint of that, and that's my meal for the day. And it's all yummy and tasty and everything else. Um, yeah, nerdy. Low potassium food only because I'm on dialysis. Were I to have a transplanted kidney, I could get away with a little bit more because that kidney would be regulating the potassium and it would be regulating the calcium and it would be regulating the sodium and the phosphorus. Um, so that's something that's got me looking at looking for a transplant. And I know enough of you have gone above and beyond and have offered me kidneys. So you never know. There might be a match in there somewhere, and we could fly with that. We'll see what happens. Yeah, maybe one potato a week. We'll have to see. I'm going to have to put that question to the dietitian, and we'll see what happens. Because one of the things that well, we were talking about many things, dietitian and I, and she did a lot of speaking off the record, which is a good thing. She's talking to me about stuff off the official line that I might be able to get away with. And I like that. It'll work. Yeah, now cheese. Oh my word. I'm gonna have to cut out a lot of cheese. I'm trying to remember I'm trying to remember why cheese is bad. It's high in something. Let me look it up and find out. Cheese, renal diet. Here we go. Okay. Dairy products contain high amounts of phosphorus, potassium, and protein and should be limited on a renal diet. Despite milk's high calcium content, its phosphorus content may weaken bones in those with kidney disease. There you go. So, I could live previously on cheddar cheese. I'd sit there with a block of it and a knife, cut, eat. Um, Wait a minute now. I don't get this, Mage. I'm trying to figure out. Oh, well, nerdy pickle. They tell me I can't have a pickle because it's loaded with salt. So it's loaded with sodium. KidneyFund.com says people in dialysis should have a goal of 2,500 milligrams of potassium and no more than 3,000 milligrams per day. Okay. Yeah, so you see what happens there. Um, Potassium in cheese. Let's find out. Okay, one slice of cheddar cheese, 28 grams, is 27 milligrams of potassium. A cup of diced cheese. Okay, 132 grams. So I don't know, what is that, a quarter pound? It's just 129 milligrams of potassium. So maybe this is something I could play with. And there you go. I'd have to keep the diary that Jen suggests. Hey, Landon. Is there such a thing as low phosphorus cheese? I doubt it. But I'm going to look. low phosphorus cheese. Is cottage cheese low in phosphorus? Well, this thing says, is cottage cheese low in phosphorus? And the answer has nothing to do with the question. Low-fat dairy products like milk, cottage cheese, and yogurt are excellent sources of phosphorus, providing at least 30% of the RDI per serving. So it sounds like they're not low phosphorus. But if that's all I'm going to eat all day, then, it might be worth something. It's something I have to look at. Oh, my word. Yeah, because if I can eat a bowl of rabbit food and then, have a cup of cheese or something, maybe that'll work. I wouldn't mind. What protein is easiest on kidneys? Burgers, cottage cheese, deviled eggs, egg omelet, egg whites, fish, Greek yogurt. Well, you can have the yogurt. I just can't manage yogurt. Sorry, it's too sour for me. And then there is such a thing called a phosphorus binder. I guess it's something you take with meals. But my understanding is that this isn't cheap. So that's something else. Yeah, I guess the phosphorus binder binds to phosphorus, preventing absorption. And then go from there. So a lot of work for me to do right now. And kidney.org, ATOS, Chevaliki, Naparata Parkolokorapatianta, Elikeso, Tayokoraste. Dietary guidelines for adults starting on hemodialysis. Yeah, that's me, all right. Well, am I an adult? I don't know. Am I? A lot of people would argue with that. I don't know, actually. I don't remember anybody saying anything about raw veggies to stay away from. Let's see. Let's look. Raw. Renal diet. Okay, so eating these vegetables raw may not be advisable since uncooked and raw foods are linked to foodborne illnesses. So I take it they're going to have a list of raw vegetables. Okay, contrary to popular belief, patients with kidney disease can include fruit and vegetables, even with the dreaded potassium restrictions. Fruit and vegetables are an important part of a healthy, balanced diet and provide many vitamins and minerals, fiber, and taste. Okay. Let's see what we've got over here. Eating which vegetables raw? I want to know. Yeah, okay, so the Kidney Foundation of Canada suggests double boiling high potassium tuberous vegetables or rooting vegetables like yam potatoes, sweet potatoes, and others. Double boiling process is scientifically proven to remove potassium from these vegetables. Eating them raw may not be advisable since uncooked and raw foods are linked to foodborne illnesses. Um, so allegedly, I'm going to have to take it easy with things like potatoes, beets, parsnips, turnips, rutabagas, yucca root, kohlrabi, onion and garlic, ginger. Yeah, all the stuff I eat. How do you like that? I like it. Yeah, we're going to deal with that. Hey, parsnips I like. Um, parsnips are pretty much the ancestors of carrots. Yeah, parsnips are good. They're tasty and yummy. So what I'm going to do now, if nobody minds, um, I'm going to start up the better not be out because I'll have 2 or 3 cups in a day. They let me have coffee when I was in hospital. They would serve me coffee with breakfast. Um, but what I'm going to do now, if nobody minds, if anybody would like to jump on, I'm going to set up. There we go. Where are we now? I'm gonna set up an after show and give you guys a way in if you want. So let me look at what's happening here. We're gonna look for YouTube. We're gonna look for my channel. Okay. And then here is the Day in the Life After show. I'm going to set this up over here. And where are we? And if you do mind, well. This is the YouTube link. If you guys want to move on over there. And I'm going to add the link into this to my group DM. If you guys want to be part of that, that's great. Just let me know, and I'll get you in, and I'll give you the link, and we can have a good old time here. Let me look for what do you call that thing? There it is. There we are. Hey Jenny, how you doing, hon? You got here just in time to slide over to the after show if you want to. Okay, here we go. The days of Diana's life. I'm going to put that in there. And is there anybody here who would like to slide into the after show? Who would like to slide into the group DM over on Twitter? Because I can direct you there. And we can. Oh, there are 3 waiting. Look at that. And we can do that. So what have we got? This over here. Okay, there are 5 watching right now. Okay. So I am going to slide over to the after show link, and all it's going to do is involve. Yeah, apparently it's not all that bad. We're going to see what happens. Yeah, I'm just going to go over to the other one, and I'm going to slide the camera over, and anybody who wants to come on in, just wave at me, throw you a link, and we can see what happens from there. So, yeah, it's 2000 hours right now. So, as far as the show goes, I'm going to say, thanks a lot, troops, and see you on the other side. And I'm also going to say, come on over to the after show with the link that's in over there, and we'll just go from there. How's that sound? You like it? Okay. See you over there in a bit. Alrighty, where are we? We are over here.